Welcome to World Drum Club. I'm Kalani, your host and teacher. This is a basic hand drummer's warm-up. It's going to last about 10 minutes, and I'll give an explanation of all of the segments of the warm-up at the end of the video. Please join me. We're going to do this for about a minute. And if you want, you can put your elbows together to make it a little more challenging. But do this with me. This is a clap warm-up. The metronome is set at 60 beats a minute. So when you do this, just get a metronome of any type, set it to a tempo that's comfortable. So this is actually 128 because it's subdivided, but basically it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, you can do this warm-up anywhere. You don't have to be at your drum. In fact, this whole thing can be done away from a drum. You can do this on a table, on your lap, congas, djembe, ashiko, cajon, whatever you have. Okay, shake it out. We're going to stretch a little, gently stretch. Stretch. You might as well keep the metronome going. It only helps your sense of rhythm the more you can be around a steady beat. And we're still connecting with the beat because we're listening to it. Stretch down, gently. Be very gentle when you're stretching your wrists. Squeeze your fingers. Reclasp both directions. All right, we're going to go to some hand fingers movements on the drum. We'll do this in parallel motion. Here we go. Hand, fingers. The idea here is we're moving a full range. Relax. This is where you can practice posture, so keep a low curve in your back. Hands up, wrists, hands. I teach this movement instead of or in lieu of heel toe. Some players would call this heel toe. I like hand fingers, which is more substantial. It's more like how Chonguito and Giovanni play. Lots of modern conga players use the hand fingers motion rather than the seesaw motion of a heel toe motion. But whatever gets the job done is what you can do. So this is slow, but it's slow because we're focusing on quality of movement. And then we'll speed it up in a minute. A little bit longer. Chonguito actually recommended doing this for 10 minutes per side. We're doing both sides together, but if you really want to practice this well, do it one hand at a time and give it your full and undivided attention. and extend. Stay relaxed. The key here is practicing relaxation and just a simple movement. Okay, we're going to go to doubling this up. So we're going to go double time. 1, 2, here we go. We'll do this about a minute as well. So this is where beginners might see a little bit of slipping in the quality of the movement. So if you're doing this for the first time, maybe try one hand at a time and look at your hands. Make sure that you're moving like I am and you're not just bouncing off the drum. It's two different movements, right? It's hand, fingers, hand, fingers. When I say hand, I mean moving from the elbow, so you're raising your whole hand up. Hand, 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 and then fingers is fingers, fingers, meaning keeping your wrists down and just moving basically your palm and fingers together. So that's what I call hand and fingers. Hand, fingers, hand, fingers, hand, fingers. You could also think of it as wrist, hands, or arm, hands, arm, hands. Doesn't really matter what you call it. So this again, quality of movement. If you're losing the quality when you practice this on your own, slow down until you get a good quality movement, and then you're going to slowly speed up over time. Because this is your warm-up. You're going to do this every time you sit down to practice. So you'll have plenty of opportunities. A little bit longer. I know it's a little longer than a minute, but that's okay. So let's go to alternating. We're going to go right, left, right, left. That's actually going to be right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Here we go. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. This is the same thing as we were just doing, but now I'm alternating. Now we're going to go to doubles, right, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Try not to slide on the drum head. Don't do this. Just keep it where it is. It'll sound cleaner and you're not wasting motion. For now, try to keep the sound muted. Instead of opening up, just keep it tight. Keep it on the head. If you want, you can double this or stay here. I'm going to do alternating, but double time. Or you can stay here. Here we go. If this is giving you a hard time, just go back to the last version, or doubles or alternating. Up to you. We're going to go to single strokes, wrist down single strokes. Here we go. Just relax. Posture. Relax. Let's go to open tones. Open tones using a little bit of arm and wrist. Here we go. Back to wrist down. Five, six, open tones. Wrist down. Back to open. Let's do eights. Hey. Ho. Go. Change. Go. Let's do fours. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two beats. Relax. Take it down smaller. Relax. A little bit more. Let's go to together, back where we started. Check your posture. And let's stretch. Okay, stretch it out. All right, so that's a nice drummer warm-up for hand drumming you can use. You can come back to this video and use it as a guide if you want, or you can just do your own. To review, we started off with a little bit of just doing hand fingers just to get going. You can do that anywhere. We did some stretching. Right now I'm going to do a little massage on my forearms. You could do this at the beginning as well. We did some clapping warm-up. We focused mainly on the hand finger movement, and the reason we do that is not only because it's a great warm-up, but because that is a advanced technique later on. Well, it's a fundamental technique, so it's a warm-up. It's a traditional conga drumming technique, which you can also use on other instruments like cajon or even djembe or whatever hand drum you're playing. And then we can develop it later as an ornament or some sort of advanced rhythmic move. So there's lots of reasons we want to use the hand fingers. It also increases range of motion when we do it slowly and purposefully and carefully. And then by doing some of the single strokes, we're developing speed and also our ability to play, for a long time without getting tired. Endurance, which we need for gigs and dance classes and performances and things like that. All right, and then we're doing a little cool down at the back end to get ready for practice. So that's your warm-up. Let me know what you think of that. If you have anything else you'd like to add for our World Drum Club members, please leave your kind comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. I'm Kalani Das. Thanks for watching, and be sure to support us at patreon.com/Kalani if you're not already. All right, see you in a future video.